What's up, guys? I got the keys here, back with another video. So I feel like whoever's watching this is probably in a building phase of their life. And a lot of these times we get discouraged. We think that we're not in the place we're supposed to be. We're doubting our journey. We're doubting where we're going. We're doubting who we're becoming. And I know this has been going on for me lately. I've been putting in the effort, staying consistent, staying disciplined. I'm not perfect. I still fuck up. Things, don't always go the way that we want them to. But you know, there ultimately comes a time when in your journey you're doubting everything. You're like, this isn't working. It's, nothing's happening. And it feels like there's no movement. It's like, and I know I've said this before, but it's like I really feel like this is for some specific people right now that are going through the same thing. So today I felt really off. I still did my live meditation. I still showed up today, regardless of what I felt. Um, and I want you to know that this all has a purpose. Okay. It's like even the pressure that you feel, this is building you for the person that you're trying to become. Right. And in realizing that you already are that person. And, with consistency, with time, and building this legacy that you're trying to accomplish, right? um, all of your all of your hard work, all of the time you've put in, it's all happening. Okay, you may not see it in the physical world just yet, because again there's a delayed timing as manifestation works, right? You've already become the person, you've already put in the work. You're eating better, you're taking care of your body, you're going out for your walks, um you're putting yourself around better people, you're you're doing the work, right? You're taking care of your life, you're settling debts, you're paying off things, you're taking care of all this stuff, and you don't see that all of this stuff is building for that new phase. Um and it's a lot of pressure, let's be real. It's a lot of stuff going on internally that you're shifting through. Letting go of your old self, letting go of old habits, old things that no longer serve you. And it's challenging, let's be honest here. But it's all going to be worth it when you see all of the stuff show up that you were working on, that you were planning on having come in, right? um it's just how life goes, and it's like we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to do everything the way that our mind is telling us, right? um you'll naturally start to do things as you change internally, and your subconscious takes these things on as these little things. Like when I said I wanted to be healthy, well, I had to start changing things that would make me healthy, right? I had to start taking certain supplements that would help me and, actually give me the nutrients and stuff that I need. Um, I had to start eating better. I had to start meal prepping, with working out. I had to stay consistent. I had to keep going no matter what my body showed. And through time, I didn't realize all the work that I was putting in, um, what that was really building for me. So now it's like I see my body and I'm like, dude, we've come a long fucking way, right? Um, but sometimes I still see that old body, right? I still see like um I don't know if you want to call that body dysmorphia or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not gonna sit here and put terms on things, but there's that level where you still feel like you're still the old self. You feel like you haven't changed actually, because of the external world, not showing up the way that you're expecting. But I mean, dude, if you even go back and watch my videos from a year ago, it's like you can see the change in how I show up and how I speak, everything. And this came with changing a lot of these habits in my life and sticking with them, not just giving up because I felt like it wasn't working. Um, and we don't realize the delayed gratification that comes with these things. It's like, we're always trying to be a better version or healing something or whatever, but maybe there isn't anything to be healed. Maybe it's not a healing that needs to take place. Maybe it's simply you deciding that this is who I am today. And um as you decide that that's who you are, that's how you start showing up. And like your body naturally just processes it. It's and again, that takes time, that takes patience, that takes discipline, it takes consistency to keep going. But excuse me. But it's all worth it. Um, am I exactly where I want to be? No. But am I grateful to be where I am? Absolutely. And I think that's a huge key in this too is being grateful for what you do have and what you can supply. So, even within making videos and stuff, I don't have a great camera. I don't have a microphone, right? This is just my phone. But it's the only option I have at this moment. So I take advantage of that. And, I've been using this app to, help the video quality and stuff and finding a better place in my apartment that looks, more appealing to the background, stuff like that. So it's like, it's making work with what you do have. And, sometimes it sucks because you're like, I want the quality to be better. I want to upgrade the videos so that they do get more attention and stuff. And not to be, you know, famous or anything, right? Even though that may come with this. But just because I wanted to reach more people to really understand who they are and that they have the power to change their reality. Um, and it takes a lot less effort than you think it does. And like I said, it's like you just naturally start to do these things as you become this person, right? Um, so everything that you're desiring is already here and your body is catching up to this. So, you're going to slowly take these steps to changing yourself. And through time, through patience, through discipline, and through actions, you're going to get there, I promise. And once you are there, you're going to be like, holy shit, I did it. And then you're going to want something else, right? And then there's going to be a new destination. So, this never really ends. And like, yes, you're becoming better and all, but the thing is realizing that you didn't even have to become better, right? You were already that. It's just simply you're remembering as you go that this is who I already was. Um, so, if you are struggling with discipline or staying consistent or just you're down in the dumps about something, I would encourage you to come on a one-on-one with me and we can talk this out. We can figure out, where you're kind of, you know, backtracking or whatever, right? And, we can see where you're at subconsciously and I can help you get through that. So, you know, the link to my email will be down in the description. If you guys want to email me, send me a message with help and your name and we can get something set up for that. Okay. So, with all this being said, it's like you're not behind. Okay. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. There is no more, you know, you might have a struggle of the internal war, but everything is working out. Trust me. And if you really put that trust in yourself and God to get you to where you're going, you'll be there. Okay. Um, you know, a year ago, I was wanting to be where I'm at right now. And sometimes I forget that. And I'm like, there's days where I'm super grateful. And then there's days where it's like, man, like I wish I was further. But I don't want you to get stuck in that mindset because you can go switch back to the gratitude whenever you want. And um, just know that everything is purposeful and your feelings right now don't determine your life. Okay. So You are worthy and you will get there. Just trust in the process and keep going. Okay. So drop a like, drop a comment on maybe what you're experiencing right now, what you're going through. I'd love to hear it. And even if you want to give your perspective, that's great. Uh, yeah, so drop a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, somebody who may need it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.